Hi there. Welcome to the Old Forest Cave. And I know what you're thinking. Bjorn has finally gone insane. Okay, I'm going to make a campfire. We're going to have some coffee, and I'll try to explain what I'm wearing and why while I'm doing that. Thank you for clicking on my thumbnail, by the way. That was wonderful. I'm trying now to make videos where I lower my shoulders a little bit, you know, and I find that feels better, yeah. Enough about that. What's about the scarf? I call it a shamag, and I got a comment, and I've gotten that kind of comment before, and it goes like this: you shouldn't wear that. It's an Arab or Arabic scarf. You shouldn't wear that. Now I actually don't know the origin. Oh, there's an ant here. Hold on. You need to be careful with ants, and it's a difficult time for them now during autumn. So what I'm thinking is that if you have a problem with me wearing this scarf, you can call me and we can discuss the matter. I'll give you my telephone number. It's oh, hold on, you can't type it in, can you? Because you would be using Arabic or Arab numbers, right? We don't use the Roman numbers anymore, we use the Arab numbers. So yeah, you know, culture almost never exists in a vacuum. Anyway, let's see if I can conjure up some flames here. I want to talk about the Manchild and also the Womanchild in this video. Because there's a lot of that, you know, people who kind of go through life without ever growing up, and it seems like it's almost celebrated. And if you dare trying to be a mature, confident man, you must be ridiculed. You know, we see it in popular culture, you know, TV series and so on. If there's especially white men, they must be ridiculed. Like the family father is always a bit of an idiot, you know. It's hilarious. Also, it's a bit sad, you know. The firewood is very nice and dry today. That makes me happy. So the Manchild is this character who likes to have no commitments, and he spends his days playing video games in his mother's basement, right? That's the image. That's the image that people get in their mind when you talk about the Manchild. I think that the video games thing it's a little bit unfair, because and I'm saying this as someone who doesn't play video games myself, but I have been told that, you know, it's just another hobby, like anything, and it's good to have a hobby, but I don't think it's good not to, or to avoid responsibility, to avoid growing up. It's not healthy, and you miss out on a lot of the good things in life. So why is it that we have this situation now where especially men, they don't really see a good reason to, I'm generalizing here, but a lot of men, they don't really see a good reason to get into to establish a family and so on. And why is that? And I think that it's not really the men who are to blame. They are adapting to society here in the West in general. There's a lot of risk involved for men when they get involved like that, and financial risks and so on. What if the marriage breaks up? What if there are kids? Then you're going to be in a tough situation financially for many years. And divorce courts they're not in favor of the men, are they? So also there is this thing where our culture is ridiculing men, for being masculine, mature men. And we see it everywhere, and it's disgusting actually. So I have in the past maybe been a little bit too critical of these men who avoid responsibility and so on, but hopefully I've become a little bit wiser, and I see what's going on. I believe I understand more of what's going on. And as I've said many times in the past, it needs to stop, It needs to be viewed as a good thing to become that responsible, mature, masculine man, But for that to happen, not only do we need to change society's perception of masculinity, I think also women need to change their attitude. Because it's funny, isn't it, how we talk about a man-child, but do we even have a term for the female counterpart of that, like the female immature person, the girl who never wants to grow up, never wants to take responsibility, who acts immature? Do we even have a term for that? I don't think so. If you know, please write so in the comments. And by the way, if you want to support this channel, please consider subscribing. It is the single most important thing, that as well as writing a comment. And thank you for watching, by the way. So let's just call them women children, or it sounds like children of women or something, but the Womanchild, right? So we have the man-child and you have the Womanchild, and it's quite easy to see, to find them. It's easy to see them on social media and so on, and they have this attitude that they have the same attitude as spoiled little children. It's this self-entitlement. They have expectations, and they don't expect so much from themselves. They feel that they're supposed to just be handed stuff, and they get into almost like a temper tantrum, I believe it's called, when they don't get their way. And of course not all women are like that. Not all young women are like that, but I see it a lot. It seems to me that there's a lot of immature women around, and just as these just as a man child needs to grow up, so does the woman child. If you're in your 20s and you behave like you're 14, I mean, you need to grow up. It's pathetic. Now let's see if we can maybe use this rock here. You know, something like this. No. Yeah. That should actually work. There's this meme that I've seen, or meme, as I used to say to annoy my kids, and it says something like, ditch the man cave, bring back the study, you know, and I think, well, I agree. Well, it's good to have a man cave, but also we need to, both men and women, we need to try to better ourselves. And I think that it's good to get into some intellectual hobbies, if you will. Reading, for instance. That's what I always say that, you know, we should remain students for our entire lives. And we shouldn't... This is a difficult one, because yes, we should have fun hobbies, you know, we should actually play as well as adults, and do fun stuff. But we should also allow ourselves to become more mature, more wise, more intelligent, more to grow up, you know. And we shouldn't be afraid of responsibility. And I think, again, you know, we miss out if we stay in that, you know, if we stay as teenagers for our entire lives. I don't think we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to grow up, and we're supposed to, you know, to mature. As long as we have a society that ridicules and condemns masculinity, we are going to see men staying there in that state of the man-child. This is the age of the man-child. And we're going to see women behaving like brats, immature little brats. And I think that the only way to correct this is to start understanding the importance of masculinity. And I don't see that happening anytime soon, but I'm just here to, you know, to call it out, I guess. And I don't blame anyone actually for staying in that state of the man-child. I wish people wouldn't do that, but I'm tempted to say it's understandable in the current climate. But if you feel that you are like that, I would say that please try to move forward in life and, you know, grab those opportunities around you. Don't fear responsibility. Try to improve yourself. Every day there is something you can do to make yourself a slightly better version of yourself. And also I would like to add that, you know, masculinity is the effect of hormones, actually. Without male hormones we can't get masculine. And this could also be, of course, you know, a consequence of the dramatic decline in testosterone in young men. It will change behavior because hormones will hormones kind of control your behavior a lot. But I guess that's a topic for another video. I want to thank you for tuning in here again. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I'm going to have my coffee now and enjoy some time out here in my local woods. And I hope to see you in the next video. Okay, bye.